What if I told you that one of the boldest airport projects in all of Africa isn't in Nigeria, Kenya, or South Africa, but in Burkina Faso? Yeah, Burkina Faso. It might not be the first country you think of when it comes to cutting-edge infrastructure, but that's exactly what makes this story so powerful. Because what's happening just outside the capital city, Ouagadougou, is more than construction. It's a statement. This is about vision, transformation, and the kind of underdog rise that deserves the world's attention. So if you love stories about countries rewriting the script and aiming sky high, literally, hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up. We're about to explore how Burkina Faso is building its future, one runway at a time. Burkina Faso isn't usually making headlines for high-tech mega-projects, but that's changing fast. Quietly but confidently, this West African nation is taking on one of the most ambitious infrastructure challenges in its history, a brand new international airport that could completely shift its future. Welcome to the Ouagadougou-Donsin Airport. Located just 35 kilometers northeast of the capital, this isn't just about moving planes. It's about moving people, progress, and possibility. Engineers have been handed a blank slate, literally, to build something that meets today's needs while anticipating tomorrow's growth. The goal? To put Burkina Faso on the global aviation map as a major West African hub capable of handling over 1 million passengers a year. That's trade. That's tourism. That's cultural exchange on a whole new level. So, why the urgency? Let's rewind. The current airport, Thomas Sankara International, was built in the 1960s, back when Ouagadougou was a much smaller city. Back then, it made sense. But now, the city has wrapped itself around it, leaving zero room to grow. Air traffic is hitting its limit. Planes fly low over packed neighborhoods. There's noise, safety concerns, and outdated infrastructure that just can't keep up with modern aviation standards. The solution wasn't just a facelift, it was a bold move. Build an entirely new airport from scratch. Not just bigger, smarter, not just better, future-ready. Enter Ouagadougou-Donsin. This isn't just an airport, it's a gateway to a new era. The runway alone is a jaw-dropping 3,500 meters long, with plans to stretch it to 4,000. That's wide-body aircraft territory. We're talking long-haul flights to Europe, the Middle East, and possibly even Asia. And the terminal? It's massive. 20,000 square meters, or about the size of 3 football fields. Inside, everything's being designed with the traveler in mind. Modern lounges, smart baggage systems, restaurants, shops, you name it. But here's what really sets this project apart. It's green. The airport is being built using low-carbon concrete, slashing CO2 emissions, and setting a new standard for eco-friendly infrastructure in Africa. While many nations are still catching up, Burkina Faso is already making sustainability part of the blueprint. It's not just about what they're building, but how. Getting the land ready for construction. No small task. They've moved over 2.2 million cubic meters of soil. That's like shifting more than 880 Olympic-sized swimming pools of dirt. And so far they've poured 250,000 tons of asphalt and 55,000 cubic meters of that special co-concrete. But the real innovation is happening behind the scenes. With people. Burkina Faso is teaming up with local institutions like the 2IE Institute and the University of Ouagadougou to develop homegrown techniques for sustainable construction. That's local brainpower, local talent, and local solutions, driving a world-class project. Now let's talk tech. This airport will feature state-of-the-art lighting systems, advanced ground radar, and cutting-edge air traffic control, fully compliant with international aviation safety standards. Night flights, bad weather, they've got it covered. But beyond the technology, here's what really matters: jobs. Thousands of construction jobs have already been created, and that's just the beginning. Once the airport opens, it'll need engineers, controllers, hospitality workers, security staff, retailers, and logistics teams. This is about more than flights. It's about futures. And the ripple effects? Massive. With better air access, tourism has the potential to grow. Burkina Faso has a rich culture, legendary festivals, and untapped ecotourism opportunities just waiting for the world to discover. Investors are also watching closely. Improved logistics make it easier for companies in mining, agriculture, and tech to connect with international markets. Faster flights mean faster deals. Even cargo transport is leveling up. With space to expand and regional connections to Ghana, Togo, and Côte d'Ivoire, Ouagadougou-Donsin could become a key freight hub for the region. But let's be real. A project this bold, it hasn't been smooth sailing. There have been delays, debates, and tough decisions. Controversies and challenges have tested the project from the inside out. And in the next part of this video, we'll explore those hard truths: what went wrong, who's speaking out, and how the nation is pushing forward anyway. Because transformation isn't just about vision, it's about resilience. So stick around, this story is just getting started. From political unrest to construction delays, Burkina Faso has weathered its share of storms. So how is this West African nation still pushing forward? What lessons have been learned? And what's next for one of its most ambitious infrastructure projects to date? Let's take a closer look at the Ouagadougou-Donsin International Airport, where sustainability meets innovation, and where a bold new vision for the country is taking flight. One of the standout features is the use of low-carbon concrete. Developed through a partnership with French construction giant Vinci and the 2IE Institute, this eco-friendly material isn't just about cutting-edge tech, it's a statement of intent. Burkina Faso is walking the talk on climate action, reducing CO2 emissions in line with the Paris Climate Agreement. More than 55,000 cubic meters of this special concrete have already been poured into runways, terminals, and foundations, making this one of Africa's most environmentally conscious airport projects. But they didn't stop at concrete. This airport is going green all the way, with solar-powered lighting and energy-efficient HVAC systems. It's part of a broader push to redefine renewable infrastructure on the continent, and honestly, it's working. But here's where it gets even more exciting. It's not just about being green, it's about being smart. From modern air traffic control systems to digital check-in kiosks, advanced baggage handling, and biometric security checks, Ouagadougou-Donsin is being built to rival major international hubs like Dakar, Addis Ababa, and Johannesburg. And what makes this even more impressive? Burkina Faso isn't just importing all this technology. In a powerful move, the government partnered with the University of Ouagadougou to involve local talent in both the design and the implementation. This means engineers and students from Burkina Faso aren't just learning, they're leading. They're ensuring that long after international contractors leave, the country has the skills to operate, maintain, and even upgrade this world-class facility. Because at its core, this isn't just about terminals and tarmacs. This is about people. The airport has already created thousands of jobs for construction workers, engineers, project managers, environmental experts, and logistics teams. But the ripple effect reaches even farther. Local suppliers, food vendors, truck drivers, entire microeconomies have sprung up around the project. And once the airport is fully operational, tourism, retail, hospitality, they're all expected to surge. And then there's the dangerosity. Planned as an urban extension of the airport, this smart zone will feature housing, offices, hotels, and commercial centers, a modern satellite city radiating opportunity far beyond the runway. For decades, Burkina Faso has grappled with poverty, instability, and political turbulence. But this airport? It's a symbol of transformation, a bold declaration that progress isn't just possible, it's already happening. Backed by a powerful coalition, the West African Development Bank, African Development Bank, French Development Agency, and the European Investment Bank, this is global teamwork in action. Yes, international expertise was crucial, but what makes this project truly special is that no one worked in isolation. Vinci and other contractors didn't just show up, build, and leave. They partnered with local companies and Burkinabe authorities, transferring knowledge, building trust, and ensuring the airport's legacy is not just physical, but institutional. The Ouagadougou-Donsin International Airport isn't just a structure. It's a symbol of hope, a beacon of progress, and a gateway to the future. Burkina Faso is rising, runway by runway, brick by brick, and the world is watching. These partnerships are a perfect example of what's possible when African nations are treated as equals in development, not just passive recipients of aid. The Ouagadougou-Donsin Airport could become a blueprint for collaborative infrastructure across the continent, proving that Africa is fully capable of building world-class facilities on par with wealthier nations. So, what happens when the airport opens its doors? First, all eyes will be on regional and international air traffic. If Burkina Faso can position itself as a reliable hub for both passengers and cargo, it could spark a major boost in trade and tourism. And with its rich cultural heritage, everything from the FESPACO Film Festival to a thriving music and art scene, the world will finally have a chance to discover what Burkina Faso truly has to offer. But the real test comes with long-term sustainability. Will maintenance be up to global standards? Will the government continue investing in workforce development and technological upgrades? These are the questions that will shape the airport's performance in the years ahead. So far, the signs are promising. And with consistent support, Ouagadougou-Donsin could become one of the most efficiently managed aviation hubs in the region. But that's just the beginning. The development of the surrounding Donsin Aerosite is expected to unlock even more investment opportunities. With tax incentives already under discussion for companies relocating to the area, this could quickly evolve into a thriving tech and commerce hub, much like what we've seen around airports in Kenya, Morocco, and Rwanda. And here's the bigger picture. This airport isn't just about runways and terminals. It's about positioning Burkina Faso for global trade, enhanced tourism, and regional leadership in West Africa. From its eco-friendly design to its wide-reaching economic impact, the Ouagadougou-Donsin Airport proves that incredible things can emerge from humble beginnings when vision, strategy, and determination are leading the way. As we count down to its grand opening, one thing is clear. Burkina Faso's future is soaring to new heights. If this story sparked something in you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories from across the world.